Welcome to the Real Estate Black Book. I'm Tyler Harmon. This week, we're going to talk about the online search process. Back in the day, searching for properties was one of the big reasons why buyers work with agents right from the beginning. But that's because the agents were the only ones that had access to the listings. Today, anyone with an internet connection can see any listing anywhere in the world. Yes, this is a good thing, but this can be information overload without guidance. So first, what are the best apps? When I'm looking on my phone, I use Redfin. It's the best interface. Even though it's a little slow, it has the most reliable information. Some websites take days to update. Redfin usually updates within the hour. Some people say they can find more listings on Zillow and Trulia, but that's because you probably shouldn't be seeing those listings in the first place. Redfin, the other thing I like about it, is the hot property designation. It basically means they can tell which homes are going to sell faster than others based on how many people are looking at them. But if you go on your computer, go to Zillow, and they'll tell you exactly how many people are looking at any listing on any given day. I like to use that feature before I write offers so I can see what I'm up against. Okay, search techniques. So, if I said it once, I've said it a million times. Buyers don't write strong offers because they lack confidence. This is because they have serious tunnel vision. If their budget's $800,000, they don't look a penny over $800 and usually never below $700. They tighten their criteria so much that they're missing out on things. They do this with price, they do it with square footage, bedrooms, you name it. So 2 points here. Number one, there's a lot of incorrect listings out there, so you need to open your search criteria to make sure you're not missing anything. And number two, you need to be looking at a wider range of homes anyways, because you need to know what's selling throughout the whole neighborhood, even though it's out of your price range. So that will start to give you some perspective. Next, a lot of buyers, they think something's wrong with the house just because it's been on the market a couple of months. It's not true. Sometimes a home sits on the market because it's overpriced. Sometimes it went on the market on the same day as a killer listing, took all the attention, it just got buried. Sometimes they opened escrow, but it fell back out. That doesn't mean anything's wrong with the property though. Actually, usually it has to do with the buyer not getting qualified for the loan or having disagreements with the seller. So, if you see a home that's been sitting on the market, don't assume something's wrong with it. That's usually not the case. But for that reason, one of my all-time favorite things to do is to look only at homes that are on the market for more than 30 or 60 days. This is especially great for buyers who are tired of the multiple offer situations in these hot markets where they're getting bid out by buyers all the time. I compare this to Black Friday shopping. People are getting trampled over each other, fighting over jeans at the sales rack. Instead of doing that, walk right by those maniacs, go into the dressing room, pick up the same pair of jeans right off of the floor. You're welcome. Best practices. When I list a house on my own, I always think about how the buyers are searching for homes, and then I consider that in my pricing strategy. Most agents don't do that, which means you need to cast a wide net. Honestly, if you're looking in a specific area, you should be looking at everything. But if you're looking all over LA, that probably isn't doable. In that case, you should still be looking at a wider range. If you're at 1.5 million, you need to be up to 2, at least. If you're at 750, you need to be looking at everything up to $1 million. This isn't because you're gonna buy some of these more expensive homes, but you need perspective. And with perspective comes confidence. You need to know your price range. You need to know if it's in the bulk of the listings or if you're looking at the bottom of the barrel. That way, when these underpriced and undermarketed listings come up, you know to jump on them. Things to watch out for. There are 2 different types of listings you're going to see online. First are the professional listings. These are the good photos. These are the ones with the thoughtful list prices, the property descriptions that are written in complete sentences. Keep in mind with these photographers are talented. It's like online dating, so take every picture with a grain of salt. Now, the second type of listing is the complete opposite. It's mostly the bad iPhone photos where you can see grandma in reflection of the mirror. The weird list prices, like $824,000, $995,000. What is that? Another signal that it's one of these types of properties when the description's written in all caps. This doesn't mean it's a bad house. It just means it's a sloppy listing. Some people shy away from these. I don't. I smell opportunity. You know it's a bad house, so shift your focus, train your eye. See through the creepy marionette dolls on the couch and see how big the living room is. Stare through those stacks of newspapers and see if there's enough room for your furniture in there. You have to be able to connect the dots yourself. Now, the thing you do have to watch out for are the in-between listings. Are the photos really that bad? Or are they just not showing you everything on purpose? Like when you see a picture of a view from the patio. Did they really screw it up, or do they just not want you to see something else in there? Is the picture really that colorful and staged, or does it just have a lot going on? Is there continuity with the floors, light switching, the moldings? Are all those things different? Have they remodeled the whole house, every room on a different decade? Here's the other disconnect. Most buyers, they just never get out from behind the computer. If you're writing offers, you need to be out seeing houses every single weekend. But if you're months away, you still need to be out there looking so you can get your real estate sea legs. This is called refining your palate. You have to taste a lot of wine to know what's good and what's not. It's the same thing with real estate. So you need to get out there and hit the pavement. So that's enough for today. Tune in next week when we talk about working with lenders and how to choose the right one. I'll see you then.